Now, before I go to work, there's something we have to discuss. We are no longer in the Yukon. This is a big city, and you can't just run around freely anymore. Like it or not, you need a license. And I can't seem to get a license for a wolf. I've tried, but they just don't issue them. Additionally, they have something here called animal control officers, whose specific job it is to take unattended animals off the street. No. You can't take that attitude. These are hard-working civic employees who perform a fine service for the community and for the animals themselves. All right, occasionally they put them to sleep, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that until we can work this out, you have to stay in the apartment while I'm gone. So it's agreed. Good. I'll see you after work. Morning, Mr. Mustafi. Mr. Campbell. Good morning, Mrs. Garcia. Oh, may I help you?
Sure.
Hey. Oh, very unhappy. Come on. This floor, is it? No. Come on, sweetie, I'm gonna be late.
Please, can I go with you?
I already told you, Daddy's got to go to work today.
I'll be very quiet.
I know you will, but you got school. Hey, who's the toughest guy in the whole wide world?
You are?
And who could stop me from coming home to you?
Nobody.
And what would I do if any of them tried?
Uppercut. Poke me in the eyes.
That's right. Now you got your lunch all packed, right?
Yeah.
Now do you promise you're gonna wait upstairs until the bus comes? I'll see you tonight, killer.
Good morning, Lucy.
You know my name?
All the pretty girls are named Lucy.
It's on my lunchbox.
Ah, you found me out.
Are you a policeman?
Well, yes, I am. But in Canada. And at the consulate where I work. But outside the consulate, I'm not. Unless I'm in Canada. That's not very clear. Do you know what a liaison officer is? No, of course you don't. A liaison officer is,
Policemen help people, right?
Well, yes, we try.
Can you help my dad? He keeps on hurting himself.
He does? Where is he?
That's him.
What's his name?
Dad.
Huh. Well, yes, it would be. You know, actually, Lucy, I'm on my way to work right now. Well, you know what? I can spare you a few minutes.
You'll help him?
I'll help him.
Thanks.
Hello, Whitey. Here's your cookie. Baby.
sorry.
Benton Fraser, RCMP.
You're a Mountie?
Yes.
Where'd you come from?
Apartment 3J. Are you all right?
Yeah, sure, I'm fine. Guess I should watch what I'm doing, huh?
Stop, look, listen. It's a simple motto, but one worth adhering to.
Yeah, all right, I gotta go. Thanks, huh?
Well, perhaps we can talk again another time. Oop. Morning.
He stepped right out in front of me. I couldn't stop.
Harper Medical Clinic? Are you sure about this? Because I could have you in an emergency room in less than...
I want to see my doctor, Dr. Howard.
Right this way.
Constable Fraser, I hear you're quite the good Samaritan. I didn't know we had any left in this town.
Well, I'm sure any one of his neighbors would have done the same.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Pike has suffered considerable soft tissue damage, but none of his injuries are life-threatening.
Thank you. Oh, excuse me, Dr. Howard. Is there any medical reason why Charlie might be prone to these accidents? Perhaps an inner ear imbalance resulting from an old boxing injury?
How did you know Charlie was a boxer?
Well, his nose cartilage has been reduced by almost 80%, and his left eye socket is raised about a half a centimeter above the right, indicating a slight shift in the cranial plates.
Where did you study?
The Inuvik Public Library. My grandparents were librarians.
You're kidding.
No.
Well, you're quite correct. Judging from today, perhaps Charlie's taken one too many blows to the head.
I see. Will you be releasing him soon?
Well, if there's no concussion, he should be home this afternoon.
And the bill?
Well, you must have inspired me, Constable. This one's on me.
I just hit a guy. I know you have rules. But can't you just tell me if he's okay?
Just a moment.
Pardon me. Is there a payphone?
Down there.
Thank you kindly. Sorry.
I told you, sir, if you just leave your name and phone number, someone will contact you.
Cranberry club soda, wedge and lemon.
Sure you can handle that?
What are you, a comedian?
Ma, I can't talk. I'm on a stakeout.
Ray?
Benny, you gotta get down here right away. The Bears are finally kicking some butt.
Ray, I need your help with something. I'm having a bit of a problem getting a license for Diefenbaker, and I'm not sure if it's because he's a wolf or just because he's deaf.
Yes!
Then you think you can help me?
What?
With a license. Of course, I wouldn't want you to use your influence unduly.
Yeah, sure. Just leave it to me.
Okay. Miss? Thanks, Ray. Miss? Miss? Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Are you following me?
No. Well, yes, I am, but I'm not trying to.
I think men who skulk around after women are the lowest scum on the earth. Don't you?
Well, yes, I suppose they are, but you see, I'm.
How did you know where to bring him?
You mean Charlie?
Friend of yours, is he?
No. I met him at the accident site. Well, at the accident site before that.
So you do this a lot then?
By this, you mean?
Could you spell your name for me, please?
Certainly. Bento.
You're a very interesting person, Bento. I'd like to see more of you.
No, that's Benton. Benton Fraser.
How about dinner tonight?
Dinner. Well, I'd love to, but I have a dog.
Got a good suit?
2, actually.
Lakeshore room, 8 o'clock. Wear the suit. Leave the dog.
Oh, dear.
Desk? No, she's not. Call back. Mackenzie King's desk.
I got the story, Warren. I got it.
Honey, you're sweating on my phone. Hey, call back. Any messages?
I send you to a press conference. You come back with x-rays. Why am I confused?
Take a look at these obituaries. James T. Ryan, Carlos Escobar, Louis Wendowski. What do they all have in common?
None of them covered the press conference?
They're all dead prize fighters, Warren. All died in automobile accidents in the last 8 months. All the death certificates signed by the same doctor. And if you think that doesn't stink, take a whiff of this. There's a Mountie involved.
A what?
Honest to God. Big hat, sweet little grin, crooked as they come.
A crooked Mountie? You're bringing me a crooked Mountie? Look, Mackenzie, I know you hate cops. All of Chicago knows you hate cops, but I am not printing any more retractions. You keep making accusations about police corruption you can't prove. You're going to get yourself suspended again. Or fired.
Hey, so I screwed up last time. But look, it changed me. I spent 3 months in a dark apartment, Warren, with a Persian cat under one arm and a tub of cherry swirl in the other. I've been to hell and back in a flannel nightgown, Warren, and so help me God, I will never wear flannel again. This time, I nail him dirty. Tonight, 8 o'clock, his little Canadian butt is mine. Could you get that? Thanks.
Evening, Mrs. Garcia. How are you tonight? Evening, Mr. Campbell. I brought you supper. Oh, you know, I was hoping to be able to spend some time with you this evening, but I have a dinner engagement with a very nice woman that I met in a parking lot. And I can't cancel it because I don't know her phone number. Or her name, for that matter. No, it's not what you're thinking. It isn't. And you know something? I don't appreciate your attitude. You're very judgmental. Just because you were right once does not make you infallible. I am perfectly capable of handling myself in any situation. I am. I am a Mountie.
Lake Showroom. 24? Just a minute, okay. 4, 7, 8.
Excuse me. Has,
A woman called to say she'd be late? No.
You sure? Because it's 10 after 8.
This would be the woman with no name?
Well, I'm sure she has a name. I'm just not sure what. I'll keep waiting.
Oh, that was such a wonderful meal.
Very good, wasn't it? Carefully you step out.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Give
Evening.
me some.
Oh, yes.
It's dinner.
Thank you, young man.
Have a nice. Been waiting long?
Actually, yes, but I seem to have profited by it. May I just say that you look.
Thanks. That's your good suit?
Oh, I knew I should have worn the other one. You know, if we have a couple of minutes, I could run home right now.
No, you're fine. A little bread. What did you find?
This is for you.
A wrist corsage.
Well, actually, 2.
You want me to wear them on both wrists?
I forgot to ask what color of dress you'd be wearing.
Reservation for 2, please. Mackenzie King.
Right this way, Miss King.
Your name, you wouldn't be related to.
No.
No, of course you wouldn't.
So you live in the same building, you and Charlie, and you started talking.
Well, actually, his daughter asked me to help him.
And the way she looked at you, you just couldn't refuse.
Well, she had these sad eyes.
Don't they all?
Do you mind if I,
Go for it. You and Charlie make quite the team.
By team, you mean?
Well, he falls under cars. You save him.
Well, he does seem to have quite a few.
How much do you make?
Me? Well, it's in Canadian funds, so you have to deduct 38%. But,
Enough.
About myself, absolutely. Consular work is pretty dull. Although there was this one passport case.
Wait a minute. You work at the consulate?
Well, yes. That's why I'm paid in Canadian funds. It's an odd governmental regulation.
So now you're denying you work with Charlie?
With Charlie? No. No, I could never be a professional boxer. I mean, in high school,
I saw you bring him in. Are you telling me you don't feed patients to the clinic? You're not involved in this $1 million insurance scam? You're just this straight arrow, do-gooding Mountie out to help the little guy? Tell me why I find that hard to believe.
Well, I understand your skepticism. Appearances can be deceiving. I mean, for example, you're a nurse, yet you wear extremely high heels to work, which indicates either you haven't been a nurse for very long or you have remarkable arches. Also, the way you hold your wrists suggests you spend many hours at a computer keyboard. And add to that the slight crick in your neck, which indicates extended phone usage, and the minute traces of printer's ink under your 3/4-inch nails, which, by the way, must make bandaging quite a challenge. And a less trusting person might assume that you weren't a nurse at all. A less trusting person might assume that you worked, say, for a newspaper. But then, appearances can be deceiving.
And you've known this since?
The parking lot. Also, you should check your tape recorders. I think either your battery is leaking or some liquid is spilled into the motor. From the smell of it, I would say it's mace.
So you just came along for the free meal and the amusement of watching me make a fool out of myself?
No. No, I think Charlie's in trouble. And I thought maybe you could tell me something that would help.
You're trying to get information from me? Forget it.
I understand. You've already been a great help.
I've no appetite all of a sudden.
Can I at least walk you home?
Walk me home? Who wants to walk me home?
Well, I thought it was expected.
Oh, yeah? What else did you expect?
Well, nothing. I mean, I don't know.
You want to do something for me? You get Charlie to talk to me on the record.
If Charlie is in trouble, what he needs is help, not an interview.
Then all you're getting out of this date is the check.
Do you happen to know the current exchange rate?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. My jacket the next time I
I told you it ain't enough. I cannot live on what you bastards pay me.
200 is what you agreed to. 200 is what you're gonna get.
For $200, I can't even pay my stinking rent. Listen, you want me to keep taking dives for you, you better make it worth my while.
You wouldn't be threatening me, would you, Charlie? Because that wouldn't be healthy.
No, I'm not threatening you. But I have a child to support.
It's not my problem. And count yourself lucky. It doesn't take a lot of skill to fall under a car.
Evening.
Yeah, hiya.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help overhearing that.
You heard that? You know something, pal? You better start learning to mind your own business.
Well, actually, your daughter asked me to...
You don't know nothing about me, and you know anything about my daughter. So just back off.
I know you're in trouble, and if I can, I'd like to help.
That's easy. Stay away from me, and stay away from my daughter.
Hi. You know, Lucy, your father... He has a good heart. He's a good man.
It's okay. I understand. Can't help everybody.
Lucy,
It's like the doctors. They tried, but they couldn't help my mom. It's okay.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. What's this huge moral dilemma you're carrying on your shoulders?
I've given my word to a girl.
Fraser, you do not have to marry every girl that you meet.
Oh, no, she's a very young girl.
Well, then you do have a problem.
No, I mean, she's a little girl, Ray. She's 6 years old. She's very sweet. She's asked me to help her father.
I can see you're making those minute adjustments to really bring out the flavor, Hugo.
Chamomile, right?
Thank you, Hugo. Now I've discovered that her father is doing something illegal.
So what's the dilemma? We bust him.
And then I'd be breaking my word to the little girl.
And this gives you a problem.
Yes.
Oh.
But if I don't turn him in, then I'm withholding evidence of a crime.
Very good, Benny. You can go to the head of the class.
So I've given it some thought, and I've come up with the only logical solution. You have to arrest me.
For what?
I can't tell you that.
Well, then I'm not going to arrest you.
But you have to.
Well, I'm not.
You have to.
Oh, I'm not.
You have to.
This guy, the dad, just how illegal is this activity he's involved in?
It's serious, but he's not the one who's really profiting from it. In fact, he stands to lose more than he's made.
So if you and I can get the bigger fish, maybe we can let the little girl's dad slide on this one.
Is this legal?
Would I be offering it to you if it wasn't? Yes, it's legal. Now tell me everything you know.
You won't use it against the man in question?
On my word as a transvestite.
What's that, Ray?
It's a Chicago thing.
Ah.
Okay, so how do you know the guy who paid Charlie's a fighter?
His wrists. They were completely hairless, indicating he wears gloves that are tied tightly and in constant use.
So we're tracking a guy with hairless wrists.
Also, the second knuckle of each hand was slightly lower than the others. His jaw clicked slightly when he spoke, indicating a fractured mandible. And his eyes had shifted downward and laterally in their sockets, caused no doubt by repeated blows to the zygomatic arch.
Okay, that I'll buy, but how did you know he worked out in this gym?
It was written on his T-shirt.
You couldn't have said that in the first place? You had to go through the hairless wrists and the fractured mandibles?
I'm sorry, Ray.
Oh, man.
don't see him. Perhaps if we gave out a description?
Look, why don't you leave this to me? You see, I've been hanging out in joints like this since I was a kid. There's a certain way to talk to these types. What's it gonna cost to work out for a little while?
Maybe your life?
Just give me a towel. So, I figure kill a guy or not, sooner or later I gotta get back in the ring. Still, I'm finding it hard trying to make ends meet, training all the time like this. How do you do it?
Now, you'll have to refresh my memory on the American rules, because I know there's some subtle differences from ours. Ah, you see, right there, that would have been disallowed under the Canadian system. As would have that. I wonder, while we're boxing, if you'd mind answering a few questions. Ah, now I believe that was my fault. Approximately 6 feet tall, with a deviated mandible, and a noticeably fractured zygomatic arch. Oh. Ow. Sorry.
Your old man taught you how to box like that?
My grandmother, actually. Although I'm beginning to suspect that the book she used was somewhat outdated.
Spit. Not on the floor.
You were saying about Charlie?
Yeah, I knew him. Used to train here till he gave it up last year. Bring his little girl when he couldn't get a sitter.
But you haven't seen him around since?
Afraid not. Oh.
Yeah?
I don't know. I heard he was in trouble, that's all. Nothing strange about that. Half the guys in here spend their summers in the joint.
Well, if you hear anything else, we'd appreciate you giving Detective Vecchio a call.
I got the card.
Thank you kindly.
You're probably gonna need this more than me.
Your grandmother?
Yes.
You think I can get a copy of that book?
He's in on it.
Who?
The trainer.
How do you know?
You'll get upset.
No, I won't. Just enlighten me as to how, in the span of a 2-minute conversation, you figured out that this guy's a criminal.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Spittle.
Spittle?
During the course of our conversation, he tried to spit several times, but he couldn't because his mouth was too dry, which would indicate that he's lying.
So let me get this straight. This is what they do in the Yukon. They arrest everybody who doesn't drool?
So?
Looks like Charlie's made some new friends.
Too bad. Try to help somebody, he just ends up hurting himself.
Yeah.
Charlie. Can you do it right away? It's a trucking company. Driver's in on it. We could go 500 this time.
Yeah, except my daughter's not home from school yet. I have to wait until
No time, guy. I'll get someone else.
No. Listen, I'll do it. Where?
Be on the corner of Haskell and Commerce, 345. You're okay, Charlie.
You need me?
Charlie's gonna meet with an accident.
Such a shame. I always liked Charlie.
They're gonna kill Charlie. You gotta teach me how to do that with the lips. Hey, the stairs are right over there.
Oh, sorry.
I had a change of heart and decided to see you again.
They're following you around town now?
You'll have to get out of the car, Miss King.
Mackenzie. So what do you know?
Mackenzie King, the one who wrote that crap about corruption down at Division? Get the hell out of my car.
Yeah, and I got it wrong because I trusted a cop.
Tell you something about cops.
Ray, we have to go.
Not till she's out of my car.
If I asked you politely?
Yeah, that'd do it.
Ray, we'll miss him.
All right, I'm driving, okay? I'm driving.
That was a stop sign, Ray. That was another stop sign, Ray.
On the sidewalk? Oh, yeah, you'd love that. Maniac detective slaughters pedestrians.
Stay in the car. May I?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you kindly.
You got a camera?
Get out of my car!
Follow me!
Hello?
You again? Get out of here!
Run.
This man was boxing? He shouldn't even be breathing. When's the last time he saw a doctor?
I believe yesterday.
Then he better get a second opinion. See these old hairline cracks? One more blow to the head and it'll be his last.
It'll be okay. I told your dad I'd take real good care of you, okay? And as soon as they get his woozy head all fixed up at the hospital, Fraser will bring him right home.
I think they call it a concussion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, some people do.
I wish Fraser was my daddy.
Well, yeah, Fraser's a real brave guy. But your daddy's the bravest guy I know.
Why?
Well, because he is, that's all.
But he's doing bad things, and I don't call that brave.
Sometimes being brave means knowing you have to do something and just doing it, no matter what happens.
Come in, nurse.
What are you, nuts? I ain't talking to no DA.
Detective Vecchio assures me you won't be prosecuted, and if you need protection, we can...
I can take care of myself. Just leave me alone, all right?
You know, Charlie, when I was 13 years old, I found a caribou trapped on a mountainside. I tried to coax him down, but his fear of me only drove him higher. By the time he'd let me near enough to him, he was so weak from the cold I couldn't save him. And he died on that ledge.
You think I'm afraid of these guys?
No, I don't. I think you're afraid of something else.
If my name gets in the papers or on TV, Lucy's gonna know about me. She thinks I'm a boxer, a great boxer. She finds out what I do for a living. Look, all I got in my life is the way that she looks at me. That is all I got. That is all that I need. But if I ever lose that...
She'll understand, Charlie. Trust me.
Excuse me, guys. Are you Fraser? Telephone. It's at the nurse's station.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, yeah, you got one, too. This man called. He said to tell you that he's taking care of your little girl for you. Said that you'd know who. Guess he didn't want you to worry.
I'm saying the place is totally cleared out. Files, medical records, everything.
And Howard?
By now, probably on a beach in Costa Rica. You want me to pick you up? Fraser? Don't do this to me, Fraser! God, I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, Charlie, you come with us. Nothing's gonna happen to her.
Sorry, Charlie. We just can't have you talking.
You won't be needing this.
Nice!
Gotcha.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm a professional. I'm okay. Hey, who's the toughest guy in the whole wide world?
You are.
And who could stop me from coming home to you?
Nobody.
And what would I do if any of them tried?
Africa. Ha! Poke her in the eye.
Damn straight.
I gotcha. Where you going now, fella?
Hi. Diefenbaker, remember what I told you. Benton Fraser, RCMP. And this is my dog. Wolf.
I thought that was a wolf. Well, he's mine now, because you sure as hell don't have a wolf license.
In fact, he does.
You can't have this. It doesn't exist. It never did.
Signed by the mayor himself, special dispensation. Now unhand that wolf.
Look what you did to my van.
You got it. I only asked you once, and you got it. Of course I got it. You asked me for it, right? From the mayor himself? Oh, no, not exactly. You see, I didn't want to bother him, so what I did was I Xeroxed the dog license and I put in wolf. Wonderful things, photocopiers, huh?
Get your hands off of that!
Here, take this scum off the street. Oh, and one more thing. For a neck spasm, is that hot or cold?
So you got your story.
Are you kidding? There's going to be a bidding war over this baby.
And Lucy's father, will you be mentioning him in your article?
Look, Fraser, I don't want to see Lucy get hurt any more than you do, but if there's one thing I've had to learn, it's that people's feelings aren't as important as the facts.
You know, when I was 13 years old, I found a caribou on a... No, that's not gonna work.
Miss Fraser,
Lucy.
you don't have to help my dad anymore. You were right. He is the bravest man in the whole world.
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going. Due south.
All right, that's it. One more cup and I plug him.
You're just making it worse, Ray.
He's been on the same page for an hour. Can we get some service over here?
You know, Ray, things move at their own pace in small places.
I would just like to check in, okay? Is there something wrong with that? Can I check in, please?
Hey, Hamish, how's it going?
Plane's out front. Hi, Doug.
What the hell is this?
Ed? How's it going, Junior? Howdy.
I didn't hear anyone being asked for tickets.
Ray.
Look, I gave up 2 weeks vacation in Miami for this.
Well, as I recall, it was your idea.
No, as I recall, I said maybe, as in maybe we should go north and fix up your father's cabin. You, on the other hand, could have said no.
Well, you don't have to do this.
Oh, yes, I do. Because it's like a what do you call it, a deathbed confession. You have to honor it. Besides, where else but Canada can I spend 2 weeks hard labor living off the land?
Well, I, for one, am glad we're going.
Finally. All right, you check us in. I'm going to take these bags to the plane.
No, you gotta weigh him first.
I got to weigh in first.
Yep.
I'm sitting there an hour, doing nothing, and now you want me to weigh in. Let's weigh them in, Mr. Funny Hat.
And mine.
What? So they're a little over. Big deal. Oh, I see. I see. Here you go. How much?
Oh, you're American, eh?
From Chicago.
Yeah, right. Well, you're gonna have to leave some of these behind, boys.
Fine.
No, a lot more than that by the look of it.
What about those hunters? Those hunters had huge bags. What about them?
Well, they're different.
And how are they different?
They're just different.
I know how they're different. They're Canadian, and I am American. That is how they're different. Are you discriminating against me because I'm an American? Because if you are, let me tell you something.
Ray. Excuse me, sir. I wonder if you could just check the manifest and see if this extra weight might not be permissible within the maximum payload.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, I hope you burst.
Got a handgun there?
Jack?
Yeah.
Listen, I got a prisoner in the plane picking him up's in at 11. Listen, I need a place to put him.
I'm taking one of these out in a few minutes. Use the office.
I'm not apologizing.
Fine.
It is strictly prohibited to carry a weapon on aircraft.
Fine.
Particularly one not licensed for use in this country.
And who told me it was unlicensed, Fraser, huh? Who?
I'm still not apologizing.
Fine.
We're going now. We're leaving. We will not return. Thank you kindly, Dwayne.
Yep. I bet there's no movie on this flight.
You're clear for takeoff any time, Jack. Weather's good to 09,000, heading 298 all the way up to the territories. Over.
Roger.
You coming back tonight after you drop off the cops?
Cops?
That's right. The Mountie's fine, but the other guy's going to take some getting used to.
Thanks. You guys have your seatbelts on?
Yeah.
Enjoy the flight.
Hey, Benny, how long did you say this flight was anyway?
4 hours.
Okay, so where's the John?
Great.
What? Don't you think it's a little early? Okay, fine. Fine. Calling the Russians and then you hadn't seen it. Hey, Benny, you want something to drink? Here's your peanuts. Don't bug me.
Huh.
What?
Nothing. Huh.
What?
No, it's nothing. It's probably nothing.
That was not nothing. I want to have a little talk with this guy. Hey, Jim, you want to keep your eyes on the road?
Is there a problem?
No, I love having my kidneys.
Actually, we're quite fine. Thank you, Jim.
You guys better keep your seatbelts on.
Yeah, you just better watch the road.
Great. You wouldn't happen to have your backup gun, would you?
No.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, what?
It's just an observation. It's probably ill-timed, but I don't think this man is our pilot.
You're telling me?
No, I mean, I think he may be a pilot. I don't think he's our pilot. There's dandruff on the collar of his flight suit. There's none on his scalp.
Oh, and for that we shoot him?
The territories are northwest, Ray. We've been flying south for 2 hours. Also, he's ignoring radio calls and occasionally flying underneath radar coverage.
So what are you saying? We're being hijacked?
No, not necessarily. But the chafing on his wrists is consistent with a man who's recently been in handcuffs. Add to that the blood on the back of his flight suit and the prominent bullet hole. Well, I leave it up to you.
You couldn't have mentioned this earlier?
It's a moot point, Ray. He has a gun. We don't.
This isn't a trick, is it?
On my word of honor. But I will have to arrest you, of course, once we land.
On 3, ready?
Not now, Ray. Let's wait till we're on the ground.
Where, Beirut?
It's a light plane, Ray. I don't think we have enough fuel to reach the Middle East. My guess is he's a smuggler. We're headed for Mexico.
Yeah, where 50 of his friends are going to be waiting for us with Uzis. You know what happens to hostages, Fraser? Cop hostages, bodies on the tarmac, CNN? This is not going to happen to me. We got to get him to turn this plane around right away.
You're right. On the other hand,
There could be a struggle. He might refuse to cooperate, in which case we have to fly the plane ourselves. Now, this might be possible with some assistance from air traffic control. And I did read a flight training manual in my grandmother's library. There were a couple of pages missing, but I'm sure nothing vital. And I'm guessing that there are a lot of similarities between a Sopwith Camel and today's light aircraft.
Yeah, that's great, Benny. Just give me the odds, will you?
Well, statistically, over 90% of all light aircraft fatalities occur during takeoff and landing.
Hey, look, I am not going to be the guest of honor at a human piñata party in the Baja.
Well, on a brighter note, Ray, 18% of all crash survivors crawl away with at least 3 out of 4 limbs. 1, 2...
We should stay with the plane.
If you think.
This is insane. You're dragging us through hundreds of miles of wilderness heading God knows where.
Ray, the man is a vicious murderer. He killed the pilot, undoubtedly killed his police escort, and he attempted to kill us.
Which is why we should go back to the plane and wait for reinforcements to come.
The emergency equipment, the ELT, and the radio were all destroyed in the crash. The plane's under cover of trees. It'll never be found. Now, on the way down, I noticed a river. There's bound to be a road that crosses it. Undoubtedly, the hijacker saw it as well. That's where he'll head. If we move hard, drive fast, we should be able to intercept him before nightfall. Any questions?
Yes. How far do you think you're going to get with that gash on your head?
Oh, Ray, head wounds always look worse than they actually are. Can you give me a reading, please?
It's your compass. You read it.
I can't.
Well, neither can I.
Well, you'll have to, Ray.
Why?
I'm blind.
You're blind?
Apparently.
You're really blind?
As a bat.
Well, why didn't you say something?
No point in making a bad situation worse.
Worse, Fraser. You can't see. Come on, we're going back to the plane.
Well, Ray, I still have 4 senses intact.
You can't see!
Ray, I'm blind. I'm not deaf. Now, I've spent my entire life in the North Woods tracking criminals. I have a natural advantage here. There isn't a thing in this forest I can't hear, taste, touch, smell, feel. It's a finely tuned ability gained from years of experience. So, if you will just stand aside, I'll be on my way.
That was a tree.
Yes, it was. A white ash. Fraxinus americana, to be exact. Shall we?
We haven't located them yet, and there's no sign of the missing plane either.
All right, I'll notify the family. You get any news, I want it. All right, thanks.
Any sign of the hijacker?
No.
Right soon we should start to come to a river valley. The trees will thin out, the floor will become more low-lying. Willow, sea buckthorn possibly, infant cottonwood.
That's supposed to mean something to me.
Trees, Ray, only shorter.
Ah.
Now, the river valley should be right about
here. Tell me what you see, Ray.
Well, I see trees.
Good, good. Describe them.
Green, mostly.
Very good. And the river?
Well, I'm gonna bet that it's just over the next hill.
Perfect. Onward.
No, not a good idea. Okay, not a good idea. Just wait here for me, all right? Okay, I say westward ho, Ethan Edwards. Hand on shoulder.
I can feel the sun on the left side of my nose.
Fraser, there is no sun.
What time is it, Ray?
It's 1:30.
I think you're a little off.
How do you know that?
Because of the sun on my nose.
There is no sun on your nose,
Ray,
baby.
would you just check the compass again? Even an error of 1 or 2 degrees could throw us hundreds of miles off
I know
course.
that. I'm not an idiot.
Well, I'm not saying you are.
Okay, good. And by the way, I have gone camping
You
before.
have not gone
I
camping.
have too.
When?
When I was a kid.
With who?
My dad.
Oh.
Yeah. And to prove a point, we are heading west. See? Of course not. What am I thinking of? Fraser!
Ray, you all right?
Yeah. You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Well, next time, watch where you're going, please. You could get us both killed.
I think we should take a break.
I feel perfectly fresh, Ray.
No. It's getting really dark right now, and I think we should make camp.
You know, Ray, wise men walk while fools sleep.
Who said anything about sleep? I just like to see where I'm going.
Well, it means nothing to me.
I realize that, but I do not want to track this guy by moonlight.
Well, there are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who...
Toil for gold. Yeah. I heard that one. And then they shot that Sam McGee guy. I told you I went camping before.
Moyle, Ray. And they cremated him. It was Dan McGrew that they shot.
They catch the guy.
It's a poem, Ray.
No. Moyle, huh?
Yes, Moyle, not Toil.
Moyle, toil, who cares?
Robert Service, apparently.
Who's he?
The poet.
We're lost.
No, we're not. We just don't know where we are.
Oh, like there's a difference.
Well, being lost is usually accompanied by a feeling of panic, Ray.
Are you saying that I'm panicking?
No, on the contrary. You see, Ray, people who are lost panic. Now, they walk aimlessly in the woods. Very often they walk in circles until eventually they die, either from starvation or from lack of water. Now, we, by comparison, we have remained calm. And you see, Ray, this is the secret to survival in the woods. Remaining... Ray, I smell something. I smell fuel. Burnt plastic, metal. What is it?
It's a plane crash.
My God, Ray, another plane crash. What are the odds?
It's our plane crash, you moron. We've been going in circles this whole time. What's the matter with you? Get down! Get down! Get down!
All right. I'm going to handle this, Ray. In the name of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police,
I don't think he heard you.
Good shooting, Ray. Let's hope he's alive to testify.
Okay. Let's see what the hijacker left us. Tube of toothpaste. Sunscreen. Here's something we can use. Hemorrhoid paste.
I almost had him.
A breath mint. Suppose we could boil it.
Textbook situation. Maybe he heard us approaching.
Deef's got peanuts. Here, Deef. You didn't really think he'd surrender, did you?
Well, not with you firing at him.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Next time I'll just let him shoot us.
Well, there won't be a next time, Ray. He only came back to the plane for provisions. Can you give me a hand here, please? He's on the run now, and he knows we're on his trail. Now, he doesn't know that you're out of bullets, but he must know that even a minor wound will slow him down. He won't risk open confrontation.
Frazier, the guy's got a 9mm Sig Sauer with at least 2 clips of ammunition.
We can still bring him in alive.
And how do you propose to do that?
You know, Ray, Sam Steele patrolled the Northwest Territories his entire career without ever firing his weapon. It was a point of honor with him. Rumor has it he was buried with a weapon unfired.
Great, let's go dig it up.
My point is, Ray, that we will use nature to our advantage. You see, wilderness survival depends more on your wits than upon firepower. I mean, for example, the beam of an incandescent flashlight is visible for up to half a mile at night. Now, our hijacker didn't understand that, or he would have waited around till nightfall and picked us off one by one, which leads me to believe he's not skilled at wilderness survival. Aside from which, Diefenbaker would have raised the alarm if he had been around. He isn't.
Frazier, I don't think we're going to have to worry about catching a hijacker. We're going to starve to death long before that.
Oh, Ray. With a little perseverance, a little ingenuity, and a fundamental understanding of how to go about it, one can live like a king in the woods.
No way.
Oh, Ray. They're very nutritional. Far more strengthening than fish or meat.
You eat them then.
Shh.
What?
Shh. I think I hear a nest of furry night crawlers.
Oh, great.
Ready?
Ask me again and I set you on fire.
Understood.
I thought we agreed. You're in charge of being blind and I'm in charge of seeing. Any part I left out? Good. Now I can do this, all right? So just let me do this, all right?
All right. Wait a minute. Ray, I think I know what happened today.
Great.
One of my legs is probably fractionally just a little bit longer than the other one, you see, which caused us to walk in a giant circle. I should have taken this into account. Ray, measure my legs.
I'm not going to measure your legs.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I think this head injury has thrown me off a tad.
I'd say just a little more than a tad.
You know what I'm guessing? I'm guessing that the blow I received caused a subdural hematoma. The resulting swelling of the anterior cerebrum put pressure on the optic nerve. Well, at least it's not getting any worse. Mind you, if I become disoriented, then we'll really be in a pickle. Ray, if you're going to insist on moving this thing, you really should tell a body.
Frazier, I'm not...
No need to apologize, Steve.
Steve.
What?
You just called me Steve.
I most certainly did not.
You did too.
You're not hyperventilating, are you?
Frazier, you just fell on the fire and you killed it.
I did not. You were blowing too hard and you're going to need more tinder.
Fine. You want to be in charge? You want to do everything, hero man? You start the fire.
Moody.
You're never going to teach him how to start a fire that way.
Well, I believe he thinks we're going to die out here. Not without justification.
That's right. You got yourself into one hell of a predicament, son.
Well, it's hardly my making, now is it?
Grubs. Could have reversed the choke settings.
What?
You could have reversed the choke settings and the engines would have started.
Well, why didn't you tell me that?
Well, you've always hated when I interfere.
Interfere?
All right. You're going to have to move fast and drive hard if you're going to bring this man in. Alive. Now, for all we know, he's left a trail of bodies from here to the circle. Hunters, miners, sodbusters.
Dad.
Poachers, claim stakers.
Dad.
A whole canoe full of courier de bois.
Dad, I don't know if it's escaped your attention, but only very recently. I received a massive blow to my head.
Yeah, well, still got a few good hours left in you. Go get him.
What?
Go get your man.
Oh, good. I'm glad you brought this up. Would you explain to me, please, just once and for all, explain to me, why is it that we always have to get our man?
Well, it's the motto, son.
It is not.
It is.
It is not. It is definitely not our motto. Our motto actually is maintain the right.
Maintain
the right. Now, what you're saying is we're supposed to pursue people to the ends of the earth for a motto that isn't even our motto.
Well, must be the new one, then. Well, the old one used to be just go get your man and bring him back alive, or just something. Go get him.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm coming back.
Huh.
Talking to yourself? Evidently. Yeah, you have those matches? Great. It's getting cold.
Damn it. Wood's damp. Matches may not be the solution. You know, Ray, my father taught me how to build a fire when I was 6 years old. Took me out into the woods. He gave me a piece of flint, a hunk of granite, and then he walked away without turning back.
You had to make a fire out of stones?
You know the funny thing? I have absolutely no memory of the fire itself. But I have this very vivid memory of the darkness and knowing that I was all alone.
My dad, he wasn't a father and son type of guy.
He took you camping.
Yeah, well, of course we went camping. The one thing he did teach me was how to look out for number one.
A police officer puts others first.
My father hated cops.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm gonna go get some of those dry sticks. Or maybe some rocks.
Good. Dad? Good.
I heard that.
Nobody's talking to you.
You tell a stranger something like that about your family.
He's not a stranger, he's my friend.
Oh, some friend. He's Looney Tunes. You should cut him loose.
I owe him.
You owe nobody. He's gonna get you killed.
It's always the way it is with you, Pop, ain't it? Just you, screw the rest of the world, huh?
Something wrong with that?
You do it.
Yep. Once you learn, you never forget.
Can't believe I did that. I can still feel him moving around in there.
It was a good meal, Ray.
You need another blanket?
We'll get some rest. We're gonna have to double our pace if we want to catch him tomorrow.
Benny, have you taken a look at yourself recently?
Well, now, I can't very well do that, can I, Steve?
Ray.
What?
Never mind. You know, I better wake you up every couple hours.
Good night. Well, I'm not going to think so.
Yeah, very funny. What do you think, you're a wolf or something? If he doesn't make it, Deef, you're gonna help us get out of here, right?
you're up. Yes. I didn't want to wake you. I made breakfast.
No, man, thanks. You go right ahead.
Listen. Search plane. Someone's in trouble.
Yeah, us.
It's no use, Ray.
Search planes fly in grid patterns. He won't be back.
Why didn't you say something? What the hell is wrong with you? That might have been our only chance to get out of here alive.
Ray, we still have a man to catch.
What are you... Okay. Okay. I'll pack up and we'll get out of here. What's so funny?
Well, it would appear that I have lost the use of my legs.
Ray, if at any point during our trip I should become a burden to you, you'd let me know, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, Fraser.
And you'd carry on without me?
Absolutely.
Without hesitation?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
That's good.
Oh, and if at any time you should be feeling better, you just let me know.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, Ray.
Yes?
I'm a little thirsty.
You okay?
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me get the water. Here you go.
I'll be right back.
You're gonna give him all the water?
What's it to you?
You're doing all the work. You should keep it for yourself.
Get away from me, Pop.
Yeah? Well, don't blame me if you die out here. He's slowing you down, son.
He's slowing me down?
When I first joined the mounted police, all the equipment we got was a paper bag and a pointed stick. We used the bag to boil tea, and the stick was for killing game, and if you lost either of them, they charged you for it.
Are you ill?
There's nothing to be ashamed of, son. You got a man to catch.
Okay. Let's saddle up. What are you complaining about? You want to trade? All right, let's try to do this, okay? Tuesdays, Ma always made a big pot of pasta fazool. She starts boiling the beans early in the morning. Oh, man, you could smell it in every room. It's heaven.
Bannock. My grandmother made it.
Tastes good?
No, tasted like a hockey puck.
Hard, flat, unleavened.
I can still smell it burning in the oven.
What are they going to tell him back home?
The truth.
It's a big responsibility when people rely on you. Ma always worries when I'm late home from work.
You can set a clock by my father's schedule. Outbound the first snow, back again at spring breakup. Never changed, not even once. Well, until he died.
What's that?
It's called a bola, Ray. And Inuit used it to hunt.
When I was a kid, I had a slingshot.
Oh, the bola is not a toy. It's a deadly weapon. It can bring down a good-sized elk or a man.
The hijacker's probably at a Hilton sitting by the pool.
Oh, no, he's not. We're closing in on him now. Here, take this, stand up, and spin it.
Spin it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when you get enough momentum, just let it go. Let it go. I'm trying. Let it go now.
Benny?
Yes, Ray.
We're in trouble.
Ray, I've stopped sweating.
What does that mean?
Well, a person 10% dehydrated suffers from dizziness, nausea, swollen tongue, and 15% from dim vision, loss of muscle control, painful stools.
Where you at?
Inability to sweat indicates a loss of anything from 10 to 15%.
What happens at 20?
Death.
Easy, easy, easy. I hope you're right about that river.
Well, I can't get off of my horse. All day and night I ride among the cattle. No, I can't get off of my horse. 'Cause some dirty dog put glue in my saddle. In my saddle. In my saddle. Yes, some dirty dog put glue in my saddle. All the leaves are brown.
The leaves are brown.
And the sky is gray.
And the sky is gray.
I left my heart in Frisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco Bay.
San Francisco Bay.
California.
California. All the
leaves are brown, the leaves are brown. And heute schon auf Gott erfangen, Doktor aus Elysium. Deine Sauber in deiner Weder, in la la la, ba 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 ba. Freund! What? It's Beethoven and Schiller. Freund!
Shut up!
What?
I hear water. This is great! Can you taste this? This must be where they get Evian from. Most of the rivers around Chicago you can walk on. Oh, this is really beautiful.
Ray, may just be some property of the water, but I think I can feel a twitch.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll have you out of here in no time.
Now you're thinking. You're gonna ditch him and take the raft. That's what you're gonna do, right?
No.
Look, a man would take that raft. A man would save himself.
What are you, crazy?
Leave him. Take the raft. You can still get your man.
Absolutely not.
They'll have you up on charges.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
What?
Not you. Him.
Who?
Like I said, Looney Tunes. Now listen to me, why don't you?
Do you mind?
Yes, I do.
I know you'll do the right thing, son.
How? I have no legs.
It's in our nature.
Look, you don't just leave a man in the wilderness and hope that he'll survive. They don't thank you for it.
I'm not gonna leave you here.
They survive.
All right, you're not gonna do it? I'll do it for you.
Get away from me.
I'm nowhere near you.
I'm not talking to you. This man is gonna die if I don't get him out of here. Now, I don't care what that makes me, but what it doesn't make me is you. Now, back off, all right?
Ray, who are you talking to?
Oh, should we get in it? I don't think now is a good time.
suppose we should start walking.
You mean you suppose I should start carrying you?
No, Ray, you remember that twitch that I mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Protract my lower lumbar, would you?
What does that mean?
Just put your knee in my back and pull. All right. All right, now you may have to really wrench it. You ready? On 3? 1, 2, 3.
Did that hurt?
Like a hot poker. But look, I seem to have found my legs.
All right, that's great. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Frazier! I got one! Frazier, look out!
What?
Duck!
What?
Now!
Oh. How many's that?
8.
Great. Here, take this.
Toss it. Looks like we're gonna run out of rope.
Well, we'll have to improvise.
With what?
The inside bark of the poplar is quite good, but it has to be boiled and then chewed. You know what women do it all the time. It's good for the teeth.
Oh, I'll remember to tell my dentist.
You know, cedar roots make a suitable alternative.
Boil or chew?
Neither.
Oh, I'm your man. Here, tie this off.
Look at you. Loser.
You ought to know, Pop.
You never listened to me. You never knew what was good for you. You never listened and you never learned.
And when did you tell me, Pop? Huh? When you'd come home for dinner 5 nights a week? Or when I found you passed out on the floor on Saturday nights from too much partying with the boys?
Hey. It wasn't up to me to talk. It was up to you to listen.
Yeah, well, I'm not listening to you anymore.
I'm your father.
That's right, Pop. You are my father.
Get down.
I am down.
Good.
Frazier, I thought you said he wasn't going to risk a direct confrontation.
Well, it would appear that I miscalculated. But I have a plan. We're going to draw him to the river and then lure him into the open using the raft as bait, and then you trap him with the bola.
I can't use the bola.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
You have any other plans?
Not at the present time, no.
Okay, if nothing else springs to mind, I'd like to get something off my chest.
Go, 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 go! My dad, when I was a kid, down!
Used to hang out at the pool hall, shooting pool, drinking espressos with the guys and acting like a big jalook, which he wasn't.
Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Okay, this is good,
So I'm 10, right? And I get this idea in my head that I want to go camping. I mean, I don't know where I get it, out of a book or something. But the point is that I just want to be with him, you know? I just want to spend some time with him. So finally he says yes, and I go out and I get a tent, right?
Is this a particularly long story, Ray?
So my mom, being a sweetheart that she is, goes and gets me her best sheets, her really good sheets, right? So I get some wood, because I want to start a fire, right? But what I really want is for him to teach me how to make a fire. So I'm waiting for him to come, right? And it starts to rain.
Ray, the river! Go, 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 go!
I waited and he never came. So I go down to Finelli's and sure enough, there he is shooting pool with his friends. I go home, I take the tent down, and we never speak about it ever again.
We can't choose our families, Ray.
Frazier, I never camped with my father, not once. The raft. Go, go!
Step, step, run, jump!
This is perfect. I think we got him where we want him.
Oh, I'm sure that's what he'll be thinking when he shoots us to death at close range.
How far is he?
50 yards.
Angle?
10 o'clock.
And where's the bola?
Frazier, he has a gun. I'm not going to leap out into the open and start flinging stones at his head.
Oh, no, Ray. I am. I think I can find his range with your help.
Frazier, you can't see.
I can see!
Wow. Sandy. Ray, how many fingers?
4. What happened?
Oh, you're not going to believe it. Nobody's going to believe it. It was the most improbable natural phenomenon I've ever seen.
Good work, son.
Thank you. For what?
You got your man. We got our man.
Yes, we did, Benny. Yes, we did.
But I think he's dead. Oh. Oh, dear.
This is good. A fresh breeze, a strong current. We should make this an annual event. What do you say?
I would say you should watch the rock up on the left.
I got it.
Okay, now we're coming up on a sandbar, Ray.
All right, speak to me, sandbar.
No, I would avoid it if I were you.
You can't avoid nature, Fraser. You gotta work with it. See, we're perfectly fine. I know what I'm doing. Admit it, I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing.
Thank you.
Ray.
What?
Is that a waterfall?
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going. Due south.
No, I'm quite certain.
I don't think so.
No, I'm certain.
Look at that rock.
Which, the one shaped like a wolverine?
It's not a wolverine, it's a otter.
Oh, it is. Well, nevertheless, it is here that we saw the 3-legged cougar.
No, it's here we saw the cougar. Here is where Lipless Mulcahy got his mouth frozen to the side of the portable toilet.
So it is. Been a while.
Yeah, good times. That's
where my father's body was found.
He was killed for a dam, Ben. They killed so they could drown our homes, flood our forests, keep the lights burning all night in the empty buildings of the cities. But not this time.
Hey, gentlemen. Jack Goody. Everything okay? We looking after you all right?
We're fine, thank you.
Great. Has someone offered you a coffee?
No,
A cappuccino? Espresso? Latte. Regular and decaf. Don't say no. Hey, honey, 2 lattes, a half-cap decaf for me, and bring some of those biscotti. Thanks, sweetheart.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Tom Quinn. I've come to see Mr. Carruthers.
Oh, well, I'm Mr. Carruthers' personal assistant. Now, I'm not quite up to speed. Do you know Mr. Carruthers?
I spoke to him when he came to our town. He said if I was ever in Chicago to stop in and see him. I'm in Chicago.
I see. The thing is, Mr. Carruthers is extremely busy right now. So if you could leave me your number, I might be able to get you 5 minutes in about 3 weeks.
3 weeks? My home will be under 100 feet of water.
Oh, that town. It's always difficult, I know. But you should find some consolation in knowing you'll be providing power for millions of people. Now, my advice to you, sir, you should go home and move. You can't stop this. It's been approved. We put it to bed. It creased the sheets. We've spent millions. The people have been talked to.
What about the caribou, the elk, the beaver? Did you talk to them? because they too can talk.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to think cows talked. But when I grew up, I realized all they said is moo. Hey, there she is. Listen, fellas, I gotta fly. Thanks for dropping by, and leave me that number, okay? Ciao.
Quinn.
Caribou, the elk, the beaver, they too can talk? I've been getting into this native roots thing, and it seems to work. Besides, I thought a tonto act might impress that little jackass.
Get down! Get down! 5 seconds. All right, move. Go. 10 seconds. Pearls. Get the pearls. 15 seconds. Go. 20 seconds. Move. 25, let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Enough, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Dilemma! Hey! Get away from him! Ben! Get your foothold!
I can't get it!
Yes, you can.
There's no way!
Find your legs. Take my hand, boy.
I can't.
I got you. There you go. That's a long way down.
Sure enough.
Thank you, mister.
Good. Who are you?
Benton Fraser.
Benton? That's kind of long, isn't it? Why don't we just go with Ben? You're a long ways from town. Young to be hunting alone.
My friend Innes killed a caribou last year, all by himself.
Your grandparents are worried. Everyone knows Martha and George Fraser. And everyone knows that their grandson ran away from home 2 days ago.
I told you, I'm hunting caribou.
Sure you don't need help?
Thank you kindly for your help. It's the second time you saved my life.
We all have our bad habits.
Still waiting?
Sorry for the way things worked out today.
Doesn't matter. I will succeed.
You know, it's going to be very difficult to even see this man, let alone convince him to give up something that's already creased the sheets.
I can talk anybody out of anything, you know that.
Quinn, the rest of the town has already moved. They've given up.
Sure, because it's easy. It's just rocks and trees and dirt. I know that. Places I stood with my father. Trails he showed me. Rocks we sheltered under. My whole life will be underwater.
You may not stand much of a chance against these people. You're an honest man, Quinn, like my father, and he wasn't equipped.
And I'll get equipped.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You want someone to take a look at that?
No, Quinn had some powdered horn, thank you.
That's good. I left my powdered horn in my other jacket. So how'd it go today?
Not well.
Well, I could have told you that. These big companies only believe in one thing: money.
Money.
Yeah, it buys lawyers, politicians, access. That's the way it works.
Thank you.
This guy will take your statement.
Back you.
Anything on the other guy?
Went out back, ran through a crowded restaurant wearing a mask and carrying a machine gun.
Surprise, surprise, nobody saw him.
Perfect. Sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's go, buddy.
I'm hurt here. I'm sorry.
We're
sorry. Didn't mean you. I'm gonna sue you. Give me a lawyer. Get on that. You ain't even a cop.
All right.
Hey, I'm a cop. Would you rather I move this downtown? Move the circus downtown.
Oh, I have to go back to the consulate.
I could wait with you, or you could come home with me. Or I could walk with you.
I didn't run away. Well, technically I didn't. All right, I ran away. They wouldn't let me hunt. I'm a 12-year-old boy, and every other boy my age gets to hunt.
Won't find caribou walking that way.
You guys have pulled off 5 high-profile jewelry robberies in the last 3 weeks. Now the media's getting all excited. These dopes want to give them cute names. They want to make them famous. We got to nail it fast. What do we got?
His name's Jeff Story. He's got a short sheet. Nothing too serious. He was not the shooter.
All right, find out what he's got.
Sir?
Lieutenant, do you believe the man you're holding is one of the laughing bandits who have been terrorizing the downtown area for the last month?
We are attempting to establish that now. The one thing I can say is that they're not laughing anymore, neither are the victims. In fact, there's nothing funny about this whole situation.
Do you have any leads on the robbery?
Oh, the lab boys are working on that report right now. Why don't you field this one, Harding?
We'll be issuing a statement at the appropriate time.
Did you recover the jewels?
Oh, God, no. The other guy left with the jewel.
Thank you, Miss Vecchio. As I've already said, we'll be issuing a statement when we have more information. That's it for now.
Look, you are not doing yourself any favors here. Got you cold. A felony, 2 priors. This could be strike 3.
Oh, come on, man. Those other beefs, they ain't nothing, man. They're jokes.
I don't think the judge is going to be laughing because what I see here is a pattern of escalation. They're going to want to put you away for a long time for the good of society, that kind of thing. Look, come on. Cough up some of that dirty cheese. Look, you're doing 18 to life and your buddy's whooping it up in Monte Carlo or something? You want to be the fall guy? You want to be the fall guy? Come on, give us a name. You give us a name, you'll get 6 months tops.
His lawyer is here.
Okay. Think about what I just said. Talk it over with your lawyer. 6 months.
Tim, what are you doing? We're stuck. What do you mean?
Did they offer you a deal right here for me? Right? Huh? Oh, come on, man. I didn't say nothing. You can't trust cops. You give them the jewels, you give them me. They'll crucify both of us anyway. Now, you tell me what the stuff is, and it will get you the best defense in the country. Right? Yeah. Yeah. What if I don't? I'll kill you. Whether you're in jail or I'm in jail, or we both are. I will find you. I will reach you, and I will kill you. Understand?
Hi, Ray.
Where's Quinn?
He's at the power company.
Oh, I don't get him. He's like talking to a tree.
Well, you know, this is the first time Quinn has been south, and I imagine he's feeling a little humbled. You see, in the north, he's a living legend. He's a brilliant man. He's very articulate. He's forceful. Well, he's, not to mention, positively a genius in the identification of scat.
Let's get a coffee. Scat, you mean like jazz singing that?
No. Scat as in droppings.
Oh.
Well, it's a very useful attribute, Ray, particularly if it's 40 degrees below zero and you need to find the nearest beaver lodge.
That doesn't come up that much in Chicago, Fraser.
Well, no, and I fear that's part of Quinn's problem. You see, very few of his considerable skills are of any use to him here.
Well, why is he your responsibility?
Well, because he's my mentor. He's a guide. I've known him all my life.
You want a coffee? Mm-hmm. Well, I've known a lot of people all my life, Fraser. It doesn't mean I gotta look out for them.
What about your family?
Well, there's my mom. I guess she's a responsibility.
And your father?
My dad was a great guy. Did all the, great dad things. Took me to ball games. Showed me around a card table. Taught me how to, build an engine. We'd tear down engines, build them back up again. The last car we worked on was this GTO. Worked on it day, night. Painted it black, jet black, 6 coats. Loved that car.
You don't feel he was a mentor?
My dad slaved away at this meatpacking plant, and he wanted me to go to college. He said, he didn't want me to have the stink of dead animals all over me. And I dropped out. I went off to the academy. The day I graduated, almost killed him. He said, you're gonna have a stink on you. All the same, bad people. What kind of life is that? And he moved off to Arizona. And I haven't... I talked to him. No,
Story's done with his lawyer.
Okay, good. Round 2. So, are we gonna talk or tell stories, Story?
Ray.
Fraser, what's with you?
That lawyer was no lawyer. It was Story's partner.
And he shows up here. The guy's got...
What he doesn't have is the jewels. If he had the jewels, he'd be long gone. He
Fraser, car!
Ah, right.
So he must have hid them in the power building.
The question is, did he tell his partner?
So what's with me?
Well, as you know, he's very sensitive. The other day I suggested he was getting soft, so I think he's trying to prove himself.
How'd he beat us?
He must have taken a shortcut.
You know what shortcuts?
He does study maps.
What kind of maps?
Road maps, street maps, topographic maps.
Anything?
Nothing.
They must have got here before us.
Somebody did.
Put somebody in the lobby. If he shows his face, we'll nail him. No, I do not have a picture. We'll get a composite. People, they think I'm a magician. Fraser. Hey. Fraser.
Oh, sorry. You know, this makes no sense.
You're telling me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Look, I gotta go back to the station.
Okay, I think I'll,
Known felon walks into my police station, walks into my interrogation room, and starts talking shop with one of my prisoners. What the hell is this, a drop-in center?
No, sir.
Get the desk sergeant here right now. Hello. What the hell is going on here? Cannon, let me see some ID. ID right now.
Hey, you think this is funny? You sit in a hole for the next 20 years and your party's in Vegas with $2 million? Hey, that's funny to you? This is my client.
Keep your pants on, Counts. All right, move him to room 2, okay? Get our friends to talk.
Come on.
And I want Prince in here. I want the whole thing dusted. Francesca!
Oh, okay. I'm right here.
Look, find me a judge. I want a warrant for this guy Story's apartment, his car, his locker at the Y. And I want to know as soon as Perry Mason's finished with him.
Okay. God, I'm buying earplugs for this place.
Caribou tracks. They're headed that way. Why are you helping me?
That's what I do. I'm a tracker and a guide. Came through yesterday. We have to move fast.
How can you do that?
It's part of the story.
What story?
Everything here has a story to tell. What's passed by, when, how, but you have to be open to hear it.
Yeah, but tasting things off the ground, isn't that kind of disgusting?
Not for a good tracker.
What's it supposed to taste like?
I don't know. I wouldn't put that in my mouth.
The tracks are going this way.
When you're tracking, it's more important to know where the game is going than where it's been.
Oh, don't be so silly. I'm not embarrassed or bored when you sniff things.
Kelly.
Just save the dramatics and...
Okay, relax. May I register my disgust? Timothy Nicholas Kelly, 3 convictions for aggravated assault, 3 arrests for extortion, no convictions. Assault with a vehicle, suspected in 3, possibly 4 homicides, currently wanted in 34 states.
And unwanted in 16.
We got something?
Yes, sir. We got an ID on that fingerprint from the interrogation room.
May I look at that, Miss Vecchio? Why, of course, Lieutenant. Here you go. Thank you, Miss
I want
Vecchio.
this guy. I don't care if he's on the beach in Mexico or a deli in Queens. Right. Check the airports, travel agents, bus stations.
Huey. Yes, sir. All known acquaintances. Check him. He might be holed up someplace here in town. Everybody gets a copy of his picture. You got it.
Hey, Ray. What? Your mom and dad. What about them?
The phone.
What do you mean they're on the phone?
They're at a truck stop on the I-90. They're heading into town.
You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. That's rich.
It's more important to know where the game is going than where it's been.
Hunting me, Ben? You want my help?
Yes. To track the man who took the jewels.
Can't track a man in the city.
You told me it was possible to track anything.
I told you it was possible to track anything. You understood.
I understand this man.
How?
I know that he's a criminal. I know he tried to kill me. I've seen him. Assuming, of course, that the other thief is the one who took the jewels.
Assuming. Someone's been up here. You could have seen that yourself, Ben. Someone tall, about my height.
How do you know?
Couldn't have reached far enough up, unless he was. Didn't stand on anything. I'd have seen it if he did.
And how much way did he go?
I don't have time for this, Ben. I came here to do a job.
They won't see you. What more can you do?
I can get help. Hire lawyers, maybe. I don't know.
Lawyers require money. You have money?
I can get it. I have to do this, Ben.
That's exactly the way I felt about the caribou, you remember?
This is more important than a boy killing a caribou.
Yes, but maybe not to that boy. At the time, I think the boy felt...
But it's very important to me. About growing up. You don't think I should be doing this, do you?
Kill something without need is wrong.
But you're a guide. You guide people from the city when they hunt here. They don't need what they kill.
You live here, Ben. You're part of it. All of it.
So you won't help me?
No, I'll help you.
If you don't think I should do it, then why are you helping me? It doesn't seem very logical.
I'll help you so you can decide for yourself. If you can't find a caribou, you can't know if you'll kill them.
I could find them.
Not before they die of old age.
He came this way?
Yes.
Is there a sign?
I know he did.
Is he the thief?
No.
Why did he take the jewels?
Why did Stinky Masterson steal Jimmy Longbow's snowmobile?
Well, that's not the same thing at all. Stinky sled dogs had eaten poison tallow. He needed transport.
Because he needed it.
No. Because he wanted it. There's a difference.
The man I'm fighting, Just like the men who killed your father. Greedy, corrupt, evil men.
Nothing good can come from a bad act, Quinn. You taught me that.
Who said I was always right?
Maybe we are going about this the wrong way. The man has the jewels. He'll need to sell them to use the money. Now, that means he'll have to go to a dealer in stolen goods, otherwise known as a fence. Now, my friend Ray has, on occasion, pointed some out to me. Perhaps we should visit a couple.
You'll be my guide?
I will be your guide.
Yes.
Diane Bowen from WOTX TV called, and she wants to interview me. Kind of a human interest story, you know, tough women on crime. I wouldn't talk about the specific cases, sir.
Miss Vecchio, the words over my dead body have any meaning to you? I don't want the press within 10 miles of this place till we get Kelly. All right? After that, you can do as you please.
Really? Okay.
Tickets to Acapulco? Shouldn't I be going with you? I'm your brother.
Oh, Ray. You know that I would much rather spend the weekend alone with you in a hotel room. Squad room. Really? It's your parents? They're calling from a payphone on the interstate?
So you're in on it too. That's very amusing. That's an amusing little prank, and I'm laughing on the inside. But how about we get back to some police work? Look, we got nothing on Kelly. He got no address. He's got no friends.
Oh, he's got a friend, and he's in the interrogation room. Why don't you go in and swat his cubes until he talks?
Swat his cubes? Don't you mean break his...
Okay, you know, I mean swat his cubes. I'm saying swat his cubes. That's what I mean, okay?
Okay. Why the sudden interest in Kelly?
I care about law enforcement. It's my life.
Just over that hill. You know how to use that thing?
Yes, sir.
Kill anything big before?
Lots of times. Well, almost once. No, sir. But I understand muzzle velocity and windage, and I'm quite clear in rifling. I'm sure I'll know what to do.
It's not too late to turn back.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is the fence.
You gonna come in with me?
I can't do that.
I suppose you want them back.
I think that would be a good idea.
I don't have them with me.
I thought not. Where are they?
Took them back to the consulate. Gave them the Turnbull for safekeeping. I failed.
No, Quinn, you haven't.
Oh, for the love of Pete, I'm coming. Sorry I locked the door. I've been cooking. 1 onion diced, celery, carrots, mushroom sliced.
Turnbull.
Sir?
What are you blithering on about?
Oh, the ingredients for the dish I'm preparing. You blend them all together and voila.
Voila what?
Ratatouille.
Everything I hate in one bowl.
Mr. Quinn, with all due respect, sir, let me nip off to the kitchen and get you a sample. I'm pretty darn confident it'll change your mind. Oh, would you be a peach and get that for me? Come on, Eve.
Don't move or I'll kill him! Don't move!
Where are they? Where are they?
You're not be stupid enough to carry them. Come over here right now, I'll blow you away!
Not very logical. You kill him, he can't tell you where they are.
That doesn't stop me from killing you.
You shoot a mountie, they'll hunt you forever.
All right. Let's go. Both of you. Come on. Go. Wait, I find it rude. Oh, company. Gun! Vecchio.
Oh, Detective Vecchio. There's been a kidnapping.
What?
An abduction. An absconding. Seizure, a capture.
Turnbull, I know what it means. I need to know who, when, and where.
The who is Constable Fraser and Mr. Quinn. The when is just recently. And the where's at the consulate.
What do you look like?
Oh, let's see now. Constable Fraser.
Not Fraser. The kidnapper.
Oh, okay. I managed to make a quick sketch, a little something in charcoal. You see, I left my pastels at home. But maybe I can work it up for you later. I'm doing some lovely work in oils.
Turnbull.
Yes, sir.
Fax it. Who's dead? Keith Carradine?
It's Kelly.
He's got Fraser. Know what I got here?
What?
It's a ticket. Airline ticket. Kelly booked it yesterday. Acapulco. He's gonna be lying out in the sun while you sweat it out, while you get kicked around, screwed around Joliet. He's covering his ass. Man to man, I suggest you start covering yours.
He'll kill me.
Wrong. You'll be in jail.
Won't matter.
Look, who's he gonna call? Hit to rest? He's small-time muscle. Once he's in the joint, he's nothing. All you gotta do, you tell me where he is. Look, I was trying to help you. Kelly's laughing at you. He's laughing his head right off his skinny little neck.
Well, wait. You got a closed-up shop on Cardero.
Closed up shop on a Cardero.
Yeah, 136. I get a deal, right?
Hey, I get a deal.
Just a sec, I'll get it. Hey, Ray. Parents on the phone.
Look, put it to rest, Jack.
I'm serious. They're just outside the city limits.
Look, it's not funny.
All right.
It's not funny.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay, we're gonna make this real simple. You tell me where the jewels are, and I won't kill your mountie friend.
Don't listen to him, Quinn.
Shut up!
He'll kill us as soon as he has the jewels.
Well, maybe one in the kneecap just to get the ball rolling, huh?
I'll take you to the...
Quinn.
It's okay, Ben.
All right. Good boy. Bad boy. Good boy. Bad boy. Good boy. Bad boy.
Nothing opens onto the alley.
Back entrance?
Nothing.
So the front's the only way out.
It could be nobody's home. Could be we got a fruitcake with 2 hostages. We'll take it real slow.
I think I can get up to that window. Kelly!
I got 2 hostages!
Come on. Well seen the movie. Forget about it.
I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. I'll move back.
You put the gun down, we can all go home. Nobody has to die here.
One of them's a cop.
Right. It just buys you trouble.
It buys me a way out of here. You got a cell phone? Use it. 555-0165.
555-0. You get the rest of that?
Yeah.
I don't want a SWAT team, hostage negotiators, the whole McGillis.
Look, you get the SWAT team in here, we're not in charge anymore.
It's procedure, detective.
Yeah, but that is Fraser in there. I don't want to see some black vest hotshot come in here and screw up our deal.
Relax. It's what they're trained
I know
for.
that's what they're trained for. Come on, let me talk to them at least until they get here. At least until they get here.
How are your ropes? Tight. Loosen circulation in my fingers. Can you move your hands?
I think so.
There. Untie.
Come on. Come on. Use the damn phone. Come on.
Yeah.
We got a deal? What do you want?
Oh, I thought you saw this movie.
Refresh my memory.
Okay, listen carefully. You got 1 minute to put a car outside the door and clear out.
Wait a minute, that wasn't in the script.
In a script? Forget that script! I'm not waiting for the SWAT team or the hostage guys. Now you do it right now or I shoot the Indians.
Look, you shoot anybody, it's all over. You shoot anybody, I'll kill you myself.
1 minute. And don't forget, I got 2 in here and 1's expendable. All right?
Look, we gotta do something. He's gonna shoot somebody.
Do something, maybe we make him shoot somebody. You ever think of that? What do you want to do?
Pull back. Bring my car up here, leave it. Maybe I can get close enough to make something happen.
No, I don't like it.
Look, I don't care if you like it. He's gonna pull the trigger. He's crazy. Trust me on this. Trust me on this.
1 knot at a time, Ben. 1 knot at a time. Concentrate. Try and feel it. Feel where it's moving. Feel it when he turns towards you. Feel it, Ben.
Where's that car? I need that car.
Can't believe this. Stolen. The bastards are stolen. Gunshot!
Don't you move! They've lost a hostage. If I know Quinn, he'll probably never find him. What do you propose to do?
I'll kill you!
I would have thought keeping me alive would improve your bargaining position.
Screw it! Cut it!
Don't move! Don't move! Hand away from the gun! Away from the gun! Hands behind your back! Behind your back!
Getting the property back into the hands of the rightful owners is what it's all about.
Thank you, Miss Vecchio. For Women Tough on Crime, I'm Diane Bowen.
And cut. Good, we got it. If I gotta admit, it was a creative use of a motorcycle. But I wonder what would have happened if you fell on Quinn and Fraser.
I never thought of that, but I got great cop,
instincts?
Yeah.
Cop instincts.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray.
What?
They're here.
Cool.
Your parents.
All right. Quit kidding around. First time it's kind of funny. Second time, sort of funny. Not what?
It's not a joke. They're set up outside.
Set up where?
In the parking lot.
Son.
Stanley! Oh, Stanley, look at you. You haven't changed a stick. Your father and I fought from the moment we left the trailer park in Arizona. Fought right across the country. He'll have changed. Your father said changed utterly. Damien, I said, that's impossible. He's our son. Look at you. You're exactly the same as the moment you came into this world. You're hungry, aren't you?
No.
I knew it.
Son?
Dad?
I brought along a little something of yours.
Wow. She still runs?
Kept her going. We're gonna work.
Let me tell you something, son. There's nothing like a long Arizona highway to keep an engine running clean.
Thanks, Dad.
Hair looks
I failed.
How do you see that?
It's hard to think of my land being under 100 feet of water and not see it as a failure.
You know, there's a short entry in one of my father's journals. It reads, "My adversaries appear ready to listen. I'm nearing victory." That entry was written the day before he was shot.
Your father acted heroically.
Yes. But he's not here. At least, doesn't appear to be.
I want to thank you, Ben.
For the jewels? You would have returned them anyway.
How do you know that?
I know you.
You do, don't you?
Yes, I do. You let me make one of the biggest mistakes of my life.
Mallet, Internal Affairs. Open the cage.
So this is the guy.
Yeah, doesn't look like much, does he? It's gonna cost you all your jobs.
All right, people, find a spot, stand in it, and listen up. My name is Brandauer, State's Attorney's Office. This is Detective Hallett, Internal Affairs. I'm sure you all recognize these as court documents. They are the product of 2 months' background investigation, and they authorize me to conduct a probe into allegations of corruption concerning this district. We will be at this for as long as it takes, so go about your business. But if we call, you drop everything and come running. Bear in mind, no one is outside our interest, and no one is above suspicion. Any questions? No? Good. Still a lieutenant, Harding?
You still a jerk?
Funny guy. But I think you'll be even funnier sitting in the state penitentiary. So where is he?
He's a cop. He's out working. He's not wasting people's time like you.
He's not going to show up?
Now, don't worry. He'll show.
Oh, I'm not worried, Lieutenant. But if I were you, I'd be worried. Because it could be one hell of a dark day and not just an account of the eclipse. If Vecchio doesn't show up by the end of his shift, you're in for a rocky ride.
And coming up later today, a solar eclipse. And remember, kids, it's perfectly safe to look at the sun. No matter what anyone else has told you, the sun's rays are completely harmless. No. Just kidding. use your head. Keep your eyes closed. Now let's have a listen to Crowbar and Class from the Past.
It's Welch. We need you in here, detective, now. You better be on your way. Where the hell are you? That is, of course, I'm assuming you still want to work at this station. We got urgent matters here. Get your attention, detective. Serious stuff. Get your butt in here now.
Not today, Welch.
This whole thing began with the con that they have in the holding cells called Syracuse. Apparently he had a sit down with one of the reps from state's attorney, tried to cut himself a deal for an early release. He said that our whole station was bent, taking in drugs with the rest, skimming off the top. How did he come by this information, they asked? He said he used to be a stoolie for one of the dirty cops, a detective. Which detective, they asked? He points the finger at Ray Vecchio.
Ray Vecchio is not corrupt, sir.
Oh, yeah. You know that, and I know that. But between them all, IAD doesn't have a half a brain. In here, please. Now, on top of that, Brandau and I have this thing. We've been going at each other on and off for about 20 years. Now, any excuse he gets, he's going to jump on, and he'll start digging. Now, I know the station is clean, but there are always loose ends. If Vecchio doesn't show, this district will have its collective ass in a sling.
So you need Ray Vecchio?
By end of shift, 5 o'clock.
Which one, sir?
Which one what?
Which Ray Vecchio? The detective formerly known as Ray Vecchio or the current detective known as the former Ray Vecchio?
What?
I'm looking for toilet paper.
Here, scram. I can't go in there and tell him that Ray Vecchio is undercover on another operation and that this guy at the desk is not the real Ray Vecchio. If I do, these morons will have it on the 6 o'clock news, and the real Ray Vecchio will end up a dead body leading off at 11. See? The only way to handle this is we gotta bluff it out. You look for the new guy, and I'll stall.
Understood.
All right.
Hi, Fraser. What's with the cabbage?
Party supplies.
For the eclipse?
No, actually. It's Detective Vecchio's birthday.
Fraser, it's not the new guy's birthday.
Well, yes, but the former Ray Vecchio always had a party. If we wish to maintain his cover, it follows that the current Ray Vecchio should have a party as well.
And we use the fish for?
For the games. Bobbing for trout. You see, I've organized a traditional Yukon celebration in his honor.
Couldn't you just bob for apples?
Well, they're not very plentiful in the Yukon.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Is that a traditional Inuit game?
No, the locals favor something called Twister.
I'll take the fish.
Ah, thank you kindly. Oh,
Morning. I'd like to get into that crypt.
Can't be done.
Why not?
For one thing, you're still breathing.
$10.
Do I look like a man who will take a bribe of money?
Isle of Mull, 16-year-old single malt scotch.
I'll get the key.
He's okay in housing?
Scrupulous.
Good. But don't just move the dirt around. Very mysterious man, this friend of yours.
In what sense, ma'am?
He clomps.
Plums?
In rhythm. Well, most tenants I get to know, but him, very secretive. And I wouldn't know about the clomping except that I live right below him. And I'll be fixing my hair or something, and I'll hear this, well, it's not really like clomping, actually. It's more like he's shuffling or something.
dancing, possibly?
Oh, there you are, yeah. And he's real light on his feet. I can get hypnotized and just sit there for an hour easy. So what's your story? You work in a circus?
No, ma'am. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I first came to Chicago on the trail of the killers of my father, and for reasons that don't need exploring at this juncture, I've remained attached as liaison with the Canadian consulate.
Don't take anything.
Understood.
Jesus, you scared me to death.
This thing doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work? It's just a bottle. It doesn't work or not work.
If nothing comes out of it, what is it?
It's empty.
But it isn't empty, so it must be broken.
If it was broken, it'd be empty.
Exactly. So, it's not working.
There. Now it's broken and it's working.
Good man.
That's nice. That's so nice. It's so nice to see the IRS taking an interest in you the same time we are.
Yeah, it's nice to see you guys take the word of a career scumball over mine.
Mr. Syracuse has nothing to gain by his allegations. Why would he make them up?
Come on, Howard. Think I don't know he's up for release? Think I don't know Brandauer here is waiting to nail me for most of his adult life? Look, you guys knock yourselves out. I got a station to run.
Put the blame on me. No.
Very English. Hey! Anybody wants to get their head cracked, keep talking.
Who are the Penguins?
The graduating class of the Grenville School of Deportment and Domestic Service. Apparently they were setting a table when a rumble broke out over the correct placement of the spoon.
Bosco. Fraser check in yet?
No.
I give Ray another shot.
Vespris.
1 month before I get to become a real cop and this happens.
Just be straight. There's nothing to hide.
Hi, Ray. So we're on a stakeout. It's good. Who's the target?
None of your business.
Ah, secrecy. It's very wise. You know, it reminds me of a time I spent near Skull Rapids. I was holed up in the carcass of a caribou for almost 72 hours. And you know, to this day, I have no idea who we were actually waiting for. But I can tell you that after 72 hours, the smell of a caribou carcass is almost hallucinogenic.
Are you unhinged?
Not that I'm aware of.
Hey, how did you find me?
Well, you'd circled an obituary notice in a newspaper that was lying on the counter in your apartment.
Wait a minute. You broke into my apartment?
Well, no, that would be illegal. Your landlady simply let me in. She's very fond of you, by the way.
You invade my castle, you track me down, you almost get your head shut off. You want to tell me why?
Well, 2 reasons. First, I brought you a present.
For what?
For your birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, I think you're wrong about that. You see, Ray Vecchio was born...
Hey, let's just drop that, okay, Fraser? You and I both know I'm not Ray Vecchio.
You're not?
No.
You sure about that?
I don't even look like him.
Well, you could have had plastic surgery.
You are unhinged.
You think?
Yes, I think. Look, I'm not Ray. I mean, I am Ray, but I'm not Ray Vecchio. I'm Kowalski. Stanley Raymond Kowalski.
Your name is Stanley Kowalski?
Look, my dad had a thing for Brando. Me, it was always Steve McQueen. So I go by Ray.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ray Kowalski.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Get your butts over here.
Sir.
Enough with the good manners.
I wish, sir.
I said enough.
Yes, sir.
Is this your phone log?
Yeah.
Why all the calls to Vecchio?
Maintaining contact with detectives is part of what I do.
And after you clocked out, it isn't? You got a dozen calls in there after your shift.
It's not a 9-to-5 job.
What does China White mean to you?
Nothing.
Try again.
Dishes.
Drop the attitude, Vespris.
You know it's heroin. You were in on it, weren't you?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Missing drugs.
Vespris, you want to be a cop. Give me Vecchio and give me Welsh. Most importantly, Welsh. And you just might get to be a cop. Otherwise, who knows what might happen?
People are counting on you, Ray. They could lose their jobs.
Look, Fraser, let's get this thing straight. You want me to sit in front of a bunch of guys who are going to grill me about corruption that never happened, but if it did happen, it happened to another guy. But I'd have to answer for it anyway?
Yes.
Forget it.
If you don't, Ray, you will lose your shield.
Look, Fraser, I've humped this job for a long time. Bad hours, bad food, and bad guys. And for what?
For the pride and honor of knowing that we make it possible for good people to tuck their kids in at night, turn out the lights, and know they'll be safe.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not.
You believe all that?
Yes, I do.
Never doubt it?
Never.
You're a lucky guy, Fraser. Me? I never wanted to be a cop in the first place. I always wanted to be something else.
Why didn't you become something else?
That is the reason I'm here today.
Do you mind if I ask you what that reason is?
Mind if I ask you what your wolf is doing?
I have no idea. Although in his youth, Diefenbaker did demonstrate a keen interest in horticulture.
You know, Fraser, when they offered me this assignment, they made it sound kind of normal. They say, hey, Ray, here's a chance to start over. Ditch the past. What's the catch, I say? Oh, your partner's Canadian. Canadian? I got nothing against Canadians, except for the time when they won the World Series.
2 times.
Which I'm willing to overlook.
Thank you.
But in no time did they say, oh, by the way, you'll be working with a Mountie who's got a wolf that's a florist. Hold these, will you? Oh, that's good.
Is this the target of the stakeout?
Nah, just something's queer. Let's check it out.
That's all that?
Uh-huh.
Mom.
What?
That's my mom in there.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. You're confused with,
Grief.
Yeah, see? That ain't your mother. That's, Mr. Smith.
Jones.
No, that's my mom. Mom, I'm so sorry. Just wanted to see your face one last time.
Hey, you can't do that.
Mom, how you've changed into Cuban cigars.
That's it. That's enough, Bob. Out of the car. Easy. Easy. That's it. That's it. Easy. Easy.
Gentlemen, my name is Constable Benton Fraser, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Pull out your gun.
I don't have a gun.
You don't got no gun?
No, I'm afraid not, but if you would be so kind as to step to one side, the detective will read you your Miranda rights. I assume that weaponry you're holding is illegal.
Does a bear shop in the forest?
In my experience, bears don't shop.
Hey, wise guy, step out of the way.
Run.
You don't have a gun?
Well, obviously we're full briefed. I'm not licensed to carry a firearm.
And you didn't bother to tell me before?
Well, it didn't seem germane at the time.
What the hell kind of word is that?
I'll be right back. What are you doing? It's your birthday present. I dropped it.
Are you a freak?
It's a dream catcher. I made it myself. You see, you hang it in your window, it catches all your bad dreams. You sleep well at night.
Sleep fine.
And these are eagle feathers.
Fraser, when they shoot us, I'll be glad I knew that. Come on, let's go!
You'd be surprised at how difficult it is to acquire an eagle feather. First of all, you have to apply to the National Eagle Repository in Commerce City, Colorado. And then you just have to hope that someone finds a dead eagle in the woods. And that they have the presence of mind to put it on ice and then courier it to Commerce City.
Really?
Really. Go. And then basically, you just wait. And you hope that no shaman or tribal elder needs an eagle feather in some sort of sacred ritual, which of course would take precedence over your relatively minor desire to use the feather in a gift for your partner. How many rounds have I fired? By my count, 7. Duck!
We're sunk. I left all my clips in the crypt. I've only got 2 rounds left.
You know, I don't mean to be critical, but you might want to consider some remedial practice on the target range. Your aim is appalling.
Hey, I'm a good shot.
By what criteria? You fired 7 rounds. You haven't been within 50 meters of your target.
I'm a good shot. I just need my glasses. I also left them in the tomb.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Here.
Why didn't you tell me you had them?
Well, I didn't realize you were blind.
I'm not blind. I just don't see all that good.
All right, we've got a bit of time, so just to finish this off, if you happen to pass all of these hurdles, you might be one of the few, the lucky few, as I was, to have this precious symbol of freedom delivered right to your door.
What are you talking about?
The eagle feather.
You are a freak. Hey! Brett, down! Down! Hands.
It's good work, Ray. Now we'll have to return to the station for processing.
We have the right to remain silent.
Ray, we have to return to the station for processing.
I am not doing that, Fraser. Anything
Ray,
you say may be held against
Standard
you.
Operating Procedure, Field
You have the
Manual,
right to an
Chapter
attorney.
7. The arresting
You cannot afford
officer
an
shall
attorney
transfer
that
the
won't be appointed
suspect
to
to the nearest station
Do you
house for
understand these
processing
rights?
with dispatch.
Do you understand these
with
rights?
dispatch.
You like procedure so much, you take them in.
I'm not the arresting officer.
Look, Fraser, get something through your head. Keep a shield, lose a shield, I don't really care. I am not leaving this graveyard till I finish what I came here to do. Take down a bent nail named Marcus Ellery. Until I do that, I'm not leaving. Period. Dot it, file it, stick it in a box marked done. Okay? Come on, get up!
Tell us about Alcorn Street. That was a stand-up bust.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we took down a couple of real dirt bags. Ray risked his life to save a child. Yeah, it was a great day for cops.
No kidding, you scored a big out with China White.
What are you talking scored? We seized a shipment of heroin.
You seized 10 kilos of heroin. By the time it was signed in evidence control, there was only one.
That's crap.
Hey, we'll tell you when you're done.
I don't have to take this.
Sit down.
You've got a fine record, detective. Could be you were just taking orders, right? You give me Welsh. You give me Welsh, and maybe I can help you out.
In the 70s, Ellery went on a tear, a string of armed robberies from Illinois to Texas. He'd hit anything with cash. Jewelry, armored trucks, banks. He did one bank right in my neighborhood. 10 years ago, he was convicted of a heist outside El Paso. En route to the state pen, he escaped. After that, went off the grid. It's his mother they're burying today.
You think he'll attend?
It's his mother. He'll show.
Who asked you?
Don't get so miffed. He's just trying to help.
I don't need your help.
Fine. But I detect a hole in your plan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Assuming Ellery shows, which I agree he will, what are you gonna do? Statute of limitations is run down on the guy.
You know he's right, Ray.
Look, whose side are you on?
I didn't realize there were sides.
Look, Fraser, there's always sides. There's bad guys, then there's everybody else. Marcus Ellery, bad guy.
That may be, but you got no grounds to arrest him, man.
Look, this is not official business, so shut up. It's personal.
You know, Ray, Francis Bacon once wrote that revenge is a wild kind of justice, which the more man's nature runs to, the more ought law to weed it out.
Did Francis Bacon ever meet up with Marcus Ellery?
It's unlikely. Bacon died in 1626.
Well, there you go. If he had, he would have whistled a different tune.
A wild kind of justice. Yeah, I like that.
How many times I gotta tell you? We only seized 1 kilo.
Not according to the evidence log. What's this?
It's my name.
Yeah, and this?
My signature.
10 kilos, detective. 10.
It was 1. Ray will back me up.
Well, he hasn't even bothered to show up, has he? He's left you to take the fall. Huh? What does that tell you?
Think about it.
This guy Bacon, does he got any books out?
Yes, actually. The Advancement of Learning, Novum Organum, and an incomplete yet very fascinating work called Instauratio Magna.
I'm gonna check into that.
What's wrong with you, man?
Wait, if we don't get off on a technicality, we're looking at 15 to 20 Juliet. I could put that time to good use.
Shut up. Gun.
Dog, that's your head.
Oh, dear.
Who the hell are you?
Gladys Carls.
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. We thought you were a desperate criminal. Did I hurt you?
No, it is a bit stiff, though.
What is, ma'am?
My leg.
Oh, yes. Here, let me help you up.
Thank you, with my hat. Oh, there we are. Oh. I'm just visiting my husband.
What, you hate the guy so much you fire 6 shots into him after he's already dead?
Hate him? Good Lord, no. I loved him dearly. I'm just executing part of his will.
What, is he like a masochist or something?
Well, we try that sometimes, but he hated pain. No, he was acrophobic.
He's afraid of acrobats.
No, insects.
Exactly. Well, you see, Henry was of the belief that lead would discourage insects from feasting off them, so I shoot a little in every now and again to keep them away. I don't know if it works, but it makes me feel better.
I understand.
You understand.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm afraid we're going to have to check your firearms certificate.
Oh, by all means.
Thank you kindly.
Freak.
He's not here in an hour. We're all going to be looking for new jobs on the back of matchbooks.
Can I ask you something? Do you find me attractive?
Oh, I wouldn't say attractive.
No. Cute, maybe.
I'd say well-favored.
Did I ask you?
Sorry, I thought you were asking all of us.
Well, I wasn't, so zip. Well, you find me attractive?
In what sense?
In the sense of, being a woman.
Do I think you're an attractive woman?
No. No. I'm not the woman. You're the woman.
I'm the woman.
No, I'm a woman.
Butt out.
Well, she is.
Well, I know she's a woman. I'm asking Fraser to pretend that he's a woman. Okay?
Oh, can you do that, dear?
Well, I have done that, yes.
So have I. It's rather fun.
Look, you three zip, and you pretend you're a woman, okay? You find me attractive?
Very much so, yes.
You're not just saying that.
Well, I'm not really qualified to judge, Ray.
Oh, what's funny about that? He isn't.
It just sounds like something my wife would say.
I didn't realize you were married.
I was, not anymore.
That is so sad.
Oh, yes, you know. 2 careers. She worked at the state's attorney's office. Just didn't work out.
Oh, I recognize a tone of voice. I say, hey, it's no big deal. Tone of voice, you know?
Yeah, he would know his wife left him. He was a broken window. Glass everywhere.
What about you, dear? Are you married?
No, ma'am, I'm not. But I am acquainted with loss and, on occasion, loneliness.
Oh, yes. Loneliness. It may sound silly, but I wonder how the sun will feel today when it's blocked out by the moon.
Yes. It does seem sometimes as though the border between life and death is very poorly guarded.
Yep. And if you're carrying the wrong passport, you wind up in a little drawer in one of these places.
What I'm thinking is, who the hell hands out the passports? I mean, I wouldn't be here if I handed out the passports, you know?
Or would you? That's the question, isn't it?
Right. Right. Like you can't go forward until you go backward. Look, I tried to run away from my past, but you can't do it because it's in your skin. It stays with you. You got to retrace your steps to figure out how you got here. I took this bus. I drove this car. I got on this train. I walked down this street. I turned this corner. I opened this door. And I stepped into a bank. I was 13 and she was a Gold Coast girl. Private school. She was untouchable, but I was working it. I was lying like a maniac. I was John Lennon, James Bond, and Joe Namath all rolled into one.
I think that man has a gun.
You! Little girl, get over here. Get over here. Kid, fill that up with money. Get up and fill it up. Get up. Now. Turn around. Big business.
Stella. Stella.
So, did you get the girl?
Yeah, I got the girl. That was Stella, my wife.
She married you after even, what you done?
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is, I mean, my whole life, it all starts and ends with this one guy. I'm like one of those, whatchamacallem, Nod? Knights looking for the Holy Grail.
Grail.
What?
Holy Grail.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure it's not a diner.
Grill, grail, whatever. I'm just trying to settle an old debt.
Okay. Number one. This is either empty, broken, or not working. And number two. They're here.
Oh, Tom, dear. Is your wolf all right?
I think he's grieving. His breed is uncommonly sensitive. He feels sorrow profoundly.
He didn't show up.
Guy doesn't show to his own mother's funeral? I mean, we're low-life, man, but that's a new standard.
Let's go.
Shh. Hush, Tom, dear. Shh. Go back to sleep. Shh.
You know, Ray, I'm pretty sure he'll come. We have time.
Running out of time.
He's been in there for 37 minutes.
This was on your watch, Lieutenant.
I stand by my detectives.
10 kilos down to 1. We're talking big-time felony charges.
I stand by my detectives.
You were a clown 20 years ago, and you're still a clown, Welsh. You pushed me aside every chance you got, and when that wasn't enough, you put my brother in jail. My brother! Now, let me tell you something. Nothing's gonna give me more pleasure than taking you and this whole stinking division down. You got me?
I lied, you know.
You did?
Yeah. About Stella, to Stella. When I was in the bank, she thought I humiliated myself on purpose to stall for time so she could get away. I never told her any different. She thought I was a hero. I played along. Whole marriage based on a lie. I was a con job then, and I'm a con job now.
You know, Ray, in my limited experience with the subject, I found that very few lifelong bonds are formed based on whether one partner or the other urinated in their clothing. I'm willing to gamble, not with money, mind you, but I am willing to gamble that Stella looked beyond that one incident and saw the whole person.
What do you mean?
In December 1988, a young boy was being held in a warehouse. You went in, even though you knew your cover had been blown. You drew fire, you were wounded, yet you managed to rescue the boy, your first citation. In December 1990, in a jewelry store, you single-handedly held off 3 gunmen, saving 4 innocent lives, your second citation. In September 1993, you faced down 3 escaped murderers and you brought them to justice. Your third citation. You're a good policeman, Ray. And I would be proud to call you my partner and my friend.
What was that last part?
Friend.
Lend me some money?
Money and friends don't mix, Ray. Let's go to work.
How'd you know all that stuff about my background?
Well, I had your fingerprints. I went through your files.
You're a real nosy Parker, aren't you?
I think it's prudent to know the mettle of the man you work with.
Prudent. Sound like Jermaine. Think this thing would fly?
Well, it's not a Frisbee, Ray. It's a dream catcher. It tangles up bad dreams.
But do you think it would fly?
There's only one way to find out.
Oh, hey man. Oh, whatever you want. My money, my wallet. It's yours.
You remember me? Oh, yeah. You remember. Little kid in the bank, 1974. Oh, yeah. You remember. Kid wet himself. Tell me you remember.
Hey, what the hell's happening?
It's an eclipse. I don't believe this. You don't remember me.
Hey, kid. I've robbed a lot of banks. And I've spent a lot of time in jail. I don't have much of a memory about anything.
I spent my entire life looking for you. Looking for some payback, some revenge, maybe even kill you. And now I got you face to face and I can't even see your face.
Hey, you do what you gotta do, man. I just came here to say goodbye to my mother.
Mother. Okay. You can go now.
You're letting me go?
Yeah. Thanks.
For what?
Making me what I am. A cop.
Ray! I'm terribly sorry. Pardon me. Ray! Oh!
You overpowered me. Ran away.
Are you all right?
I'm good.
Well, we really should,
Face the music.
Ray? Ray? Give me a paw, Dave.
He's gonna show. He'll show.
Kilos. Street grade heroin down to 1 kilo. Where'd it go?
You tell me.
You hard guy? Huh? Chicago hard guy?
Your words.
You recognize this?
Evidence logging.
Is that your signature?
Looks like it.
And is that a 10?
No.
We're not playing games here, Vecchio. Unless 25 years in the big house is your idea of fun!
Are you guys really bozos or you just pretend to be bozos?
You want to repeat that?
It's not a 10. It's a 1 with a happy face. You know, happy day, bad guys off the street. Here, let me show you. What's this number?
360.
No, it's not. It's a 36 with a happy face. See? See? Do it all the time.
You want us to check through all the records?
Go ahead, knock yourselves out. Or we can cut to the chase. This whole station is shivering on the word of some apple polisher I never even met. Come on. Put me in a lineup. Syracuse can pick me out. I'm good to go. You book me a room in the big house. If you can't, you can pack up your little circus and go home. Deal? Deal?
Give us Vecchio.
Come on, Syracusa.
Number 3.
Number 3, please step forward.
Your brother was nothing but a criminal, and I stand by my detectives.
So this is a traditional Yukon celebration.
It's a fair approximation, without the snow.
You all right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Gentlemen?
Huey, I don't think so.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Oh!
Sad.
Party's going rather well, I think.
Oh, yeah. You know, Fraser, that was weird. Seeing Ellery?
Yeah, I should imagine.
I mean, that guy dogged me my entire life, and now it's like the sky opened up or something. I don't know.
You know, Ray, my father once told me that the sky isn't just above you. That if you look at the horizon, you'll see that it actually touches the ground. So if you think about it, wherever you go, you are actually walking in the sky.
You're a freak.
Understood.
Ooh, it's a lot harder than it looks.
High winds, no northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only